It's been said that a soulmate is someone who you carry with you forever. On today's case, Ms. Hancock believed she had met her soulmate, Mr. Burks, when she was only 5 years old. Life made them lose contact, but brought them back together years later. Now she's wondering if her soul was playing tricks on her. She says Mr. Burks' cheating, lying, drinking, and paranoia have derailed their once fairy tale love story. Ms. Hancock says that if her soulmate doesn't make a change, she will be going solo. Let's hear their case.
Court is now in session. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding. Your Honor, this is the case of Hancock versus Burks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Hancock and Mr. Burke. Ms. Hancock, you are in court today because you say Mr. Burke is disrespectful, lacks empathy, and you question his commitment. If things don't change, you want out of this relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
And Mr. Burks, you are here today, you say, to save your relationship. You say Ms. Hancock can be controlling at times, and that's the reason you've been distant. But your issues are resolvable, according to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
So, Ms. Hancock, Mr. Burks, what brings us to court today? Ms. Hancock, you brought the case?
Yes, Your Honor. I brought this case today because I'm tired of being accused of cheating. Mr. Burks, or Kendrick, constantly accuses me of cheating, and I have a 3-year rule with our relationship. We date for a year, we live together for a year, and by year 3, I want us to be married. And with the accusations, I just don't know if we're gonna get there.
So, in other words, you're saying tick-tock on him making the changes that are necessary?
Yes, Your Honor, it's tick-tock.
Tick-tock, Mr. Burke, tick-tock. What say you?
All I'm trying to do is I'm trying to save the relationship. It's like she's controlling a little bit. I can't be on my phone. I can't go nowhere without calling my phone all the time. And yeah, I did cheat. I did do that. But at the same time...
You did a throwaway. Yeah, I did cheat. Okay.
Well,
I mean, because the jury looking at you like, what? Okay, what happened?
But I'm not...
We'll get there in a minute, but you do realize that that can break down the trust in any relationship.
Yes, Your Honor. But
Okay.
it's definitely nothing to be proud of.
Yes, sir.
And the thing is, we've known each other since we were 5 years old, and I just wanted to get back like it was. We was always best friends and friends for a long time. And, I don't want to lose that connection like that, in a relationship like that.
So let's see if we can't figure out if there's still enough love there between you longtime friends to rebuild that trust. I'm gonna go on over here to Ms. Hancock. You brought the case again. Tell me how you all met, because it's my understanding, I've seen some beautiful pictures, you all have known each other since you were literally 5 and 6 years old.
Yes, Your Honor. Bucky and I grew up together. So my mom and his mom were best friends, and my dad and his dad were best friends, and they were in the military together.
They served together, right?
Yes, they did. We kept in touch throughout the years. My father got stationed somewhere else. Bucky and me wrote each other, tried to call each other till we got in trouble for long-distance calls, and kept in touch up until we were probably 14 years old.
And then you guys started your own lives. Ms. Hancock, you had children yourself, correct?
Yes, Your Honor, I had 2.
And Mr. Burke, you got busy your doggone self. How many children do you have?
Yes, Your Honor, I have 8 children.
So between the two of you, there are 10 children.
Yes, Your Honor, there's 10 children.
So there are a lot of stakes involved in this relationship.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm curious, why have you not gotten married at this point then?
Well, Your Honor, after I divorced with my ex, I set expectations.
Yes.
And the expectation, I want commitment. I want to be trusted, and he thinks I'm cheating.
Give me some examples.
So, an example, I had just moved here, so I relocated from Cleveland to be with him. I moved my daughter here, and probably a couple months into being here, there was these keys accusation that came up.
I'm confused. What about the keys?
So Kendrick came home one day and said, who's been in my house? Whose keys are these that I found in my house? I said, I don't know where the keys came from. He's like, no, somebody's been in my house. Kim, you're just like everybody else. You messing around with somebody because I found these keys. And when I told him I don't know where the keys came from, it has been rocky ever since. I have no idea where these keys came from, and every time Kendrick and me have a conversation, these keys get brought up, and my answer never changes.
Mr. Burke, let me ask you, what's going on with these keys?
Well, the thing is that, I never accused her of having no keys or nothing like that.
Yeah, you did.
Yes, Your Honor, I never did that. But I did question her, ask her how the keys got in the house. Because, they wasn't mine.
So wait a minute. There's some strange keys. Do you both acknowledge that the keys did exist? I'm not being gaslighted here, right?
No, the keys existed,
right. But you have no explanation as to where they came from, and you know for certain they're not your keys.
Yes, ma'am.
Were there any workers in the house? Did
No.
any deliveries get made?
No, Your Honor. Those keys came from somewhere at his job that I assume he may have picked them up by accident, but he says that he would never do that. And Kendrick loses stuff all the time and picks
Okay,
stuff
Mr.
up.
Burke, this is kind of weird now. I have to go with Mr. Burke on this. If I came home and found some keys that I knew were not mine, I would have some questions about that. I do agree with that.
Yes,
but
ma'am.
by any chance, were these daughters having friends over that y'all were not aware of?
No, Your Honor, I don't think so.
Oh, you don't think so?
Because those keys belong to somebody I work with.
How do you know those keys belong to
Because
somebody?
I returned them to the person they belong to.
Oh, the plot thickens.
Yes.
All right, I really, now you done made me want to do a little forensic investigation on this, because I agree, this is suspicious. But that has led to accusations that you've been cheating, right?
Yes, Your Honor. Every conversation turns to the keys.
I even read that he thinks you were sleeping with a friend of his.
Yes, so...
Well, that's only because she haven't made me feel like that.
So you got a random direct message from a miscellaneous chick to say what?
That she's been sleeping with him for 3 months.
Mr. Burks, is Miss Hancock known to be a liar?
I wouldn't say that.
Something tells me that you may have been cheated on because you yourself were not trustworthy, sir. But wait a minute, let me hear what the accusation is, Miss Hancock. What does he say?
That his homeboy, who refers to me as the old lady, keeps telling him that he's talking to me on the phone, or I go and see him, or he's sleeping with me. I've never met this person, never seen him. I don't know what he looks like. Like, we could be walking down the street and I would never know who this person is.
Okay, wait a minute. So this is a dude that's just messing with his mind, is what you're telling me?
Yes.
So, Mr. Burke, who is this man?
A fake friend, Your Honor.
A fake friend?
Yes.
So what does he talk about? Why is he coming to you telling you that your woman is sleeping with him?
Well, it wasn't like that.
What did he say?
When we called was, I had the phone. I called him from my son's phone that night, and he called her phone, and she brought me the phone. And I never used her phone to call him, so I was wondering how he got the number.
That doesn't mean I'm sleeping with him.
Okay, but how you get the number, though?
Because Kendrick has used my phone before.
I never called that number, Your Honor,
He
on her
says
phone.
he's never used it, and he has.
Not that number, I didn't.
Mr. Burks,
Yes,
why would you think that this woman would be so bold as to mess with one of your coworkers or sleep with one of your friends?
Because of all of my past relationships, my exes, I've been done like that. And I'm not saying that, I don't want to try to really make it seem like she's doing that. But when you make me feel like that, or make me feel like something from the past is coming back to haunt me, I'm gonna ask you on that. I'm gonna question you on that.
So that's a trigger for you, is what you're basically saying?
Yes, ma'am. Because it's been done every time, every relationship I've been in, Your Honor. It happened.
Somebody has slept around on you, cheated on you?
I actually came home and called dudes in my house. Yes.
That's why those keys matter to you, because you have been a person that walked in the door and actually saw evidence.
And actually called it, yes, ma'am. Yes,
okay.
ma'am.
But not me.
So, Ms. Hancock, can you legitimately and truthfully look Mr. Burks in the face and say you have not cheated on him?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
Well, please do.
Kendrick Burks, I have never cheated on you, and I would never cheat on you.
Mr. Burks, is Ms. Hancock known to be a liar?
I wouldn't say that, Your Honor.
No, but
No.
How about you,
I've been
sir?
a liar?
In terms of cheating, because you started off today and say you admit to cheating.
Yes, ma'am, I did.
You want to tell me about those circumstances, Ms. Hancock?
Well, one day I get a message on my phone from a random girl who says that she's been sleeping with him for the past 3 months.
Hold on a second. How did this random girl, what are the social media chats?
Oh, yes.
Ooh,
The
social media is the devil.
El Diablo.
Okay.
Yes, he's my social media king.
So you got a random direct message from a miscellaneous chick to say what?
That she's been sleeping with him for 3 months. So,
I don't even know how she got her number either.
well, after she messaged me, I told her to call me. And that's how she got my phone number. Because I don't do the social media stuff. So you can call and have a conversation with me.
So, Mr. Burke, not only did you cheat, but you picked a side chick that was sneaky.
And messy.
Well, a lot of them like that. But yes, ma'am. Yes, Your Honor. I did.
And you talking about a lot of them like that. What, have you had more than one experience with sneaky side chicks?
No, I'm talking about not with her. No, just one.
Okay. Now, you just said to me, Mr. Burke, that you've been cheated on, you found somebody in your house. This has happened in every relationship. Something tells me that you may have been cheated on because you yourself were not trustworthy, sir.
No.
Were you out here dipping and dabbing also?
No, Your Honor.
But this time you were.
Yeah, because I felt like, that's why I feel like you're doing it to me, I'm gonna do it to you. I know it's not fair, I know it's not, but...
Well, it's not even, you didn't have any evidence that this woman was doing anything. And you had a suspicion, but a suspicion based on circumstances that you yourself may have caused.
He sleeps on the couch. We haven't slept together. He don't sleep with me.
I sleep on the couch, Your Honor, because the couch is more comfortable.
No,
than the bed.
that's not true.
But, Mr. Burke, after all these years, do you want to be with this woman?
Yes, Your Honor, I do.
When's the last time, Ms. Hancock?
I don't know, months ago.
If you'd like your case to be heard on divorce court, call us toll-free at 1-877-311-2222 or log on to our website at divorcecourt.com. Missed a show? Watch full episodes on our streaming platforms and follow us on social media for exclusive content. How long did that go on?
It's only a one-time thing, Your Honor,
So why she say that it was going on for several months?
because she petty like that.
And you picked a petty, sneaky side chick.
You never know how it is, Your Honor, until you get down.
Well, guess what? You will never run into that problem if you stay loyal to the woman that you're supposed to be with.
Correct.
Yes, ma'am. You're right, Your Honor.
And she got what I want. The intimacy, the seeing each other. We don't have intimacy. I mean, he's non-affectionate towards me, and she pretty much told me she got what he's supposed to give me. He sleeps on the couch. We haven't slept together. He don't sleep with me.
I sleep on the couch, Your Honor, because the couch is more comfortable
No,
than the bed.
that's not true.
But, Mr. Burke, after all these years, do you want to be with this woman?
Yes, Your Honor, I do. Sometimes when I get home from work, I just want to chill a little bit. I have a little drink,
You said sometimes, but Miss Hancock said y'all don't sleep in the same bed anymore.
I do. I slept with her before he came here.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, he
I
didn't.
slept with her last night, too.
Well, that's
For the
because
first
I
time.
wasn't paying for a double hotel room. I can tell you why. You slept with her last night. Holla. Don't listen. You actually think you dealing with somebody else. You're dealing with Star Jones, bro.
I promise I'm not. I'm not
Okay? Thank you. No, we don't do that. When's the last time, Miss Hancock?
I don't know, months ago. Probably like 3-4 months ago.
What's that about, Mr. Burke?
It's just, she always arguing, Your Honor. That throw me off my game. I ain't got
No,
time for
that's not it.
And she always arguing all the time. I like to come home, Your Honor, when we at work, chaos there, chaos in these streets. When you come home, that's the only place you can meditate at.
Well, not for nothing, but the reason that you are having conflict is because the trust has been broken between the two of you.
That's because she won't let that go about me cheating with.
How's
No.
she supposed to let it go if you throw her allegations of cheating in her face all the time?
All the time.
This woman is saying that she's come to you with her heart after all these years. Y'all have blended a family. The children are a part of this family. What would make you want to throw all that away? Because listen, this is a vibrant woman who has a lot of years ahead of her.
Yes.
In her 40s, beautiful, smart, talented. Clearly, if you don't want to act right, don't you know that there are a million brothers out here that do?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes. This woman needs her man back.
Yes.
What do you need to be that man? Help me to understand that, sir. What you need?
Well, Your Honor, I just, I need her to stop accusing me too, though. I need her to think every time I can't even go down the street.
Nope.
I can't even go to the store.
Nope.
You saying she's controlling, right?
Too controlling.
Yep.
She more controlled than my PlayStation on my PlayStation 2.
Sure am.
I think there is something that can be rectified in this relationship only if you all can put some reasonable expectations in place. How do we rebuild this trust?
Well, Your Honor, we just get away, get a vacation. You know, I've been wanting to take her out. I've been trying to tell her every time I want to take her out and do stuff, she never want to do it.
That's not true.
She
Every
never wanna
time
do
he
it.
wants to go somewhere, it's to this river walk. And every time we get to the river walk, he brings up this guy or me doing something, and it just is a complete turn
That's
off.
not true.
So I
That's
go
not
back.
true.
I'm like, I'm ready to go home.
That's not true, Your Honor.
It is. This is what we argue about.
Can we make an agreement
Yes.
that you are not going to accuse Miss Hancock of cheating on you for one straight week? You're not going to open your mouth about that, not one time. And every time he does, every time he brings it up, you get $20.
Oh, I agree with that. It's gonna be all the time.
That's fair, Your Honor.
I'll have $100.
$20 every time you bring it up. I
That's
want a
fair,
$20 bill, okay? Everybody brings some baggage to a relationship. But sir, you cannot put your former baggage on this relationship. You waited all this time for this lady, and nothing that she has said or done makes her come across like a hoochie. Members of the jury, does she come across like a hoochie? Lord have mercy. No,
No,
she does not. She comes across like a wonderful lady who waited the lifetime for her soulmate, and her soulmate comes back in her life, and because you had some past traumas and drama with the wrong people,
Yes,
you
sir.
putting that on her.
Well, she do the same thing, though.
I do not.
You do?
No. Well, when he showed me that he wasn't gonna do the things that my ex did, then I'm like, okay.
You gave him the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
Miss Hancock, you opened the case because you really want your boyfriend to stop letting his past dictate your future.
Yes, I do.
And Mr. Burks, you still say marriage you're not ready for because you just got out of a bad marriage.
Well, it's not just that. My money ain't right either. Financial status, you know, waiting this long. I think I deserve to be romantic to do it.
I think you deserve to figure out if this is the right woman.
Yeah. Definitely.
After all these years, you all are 10 kids deep, all right?
Yes, son.
Is there another woman that you think
No, Your Honor.
could be mother to your family like this woman is?
She do a lot for me, Your Honor. She take care of me. I ain't gonna lie about that. She do that.
And she said that you took care of her.
He did.
And nobody's lying about that either.
No, man.
Stop with the accusations. I often say there's a time, a reason, or a season in every relationship. Y'all waited a lifetime for this relationship. And the reasons were obvious. You grew up together, you were each other's first love, you were each other's best friend, and even now you claim to still be best friends. But the question is this the season for the two of you finally? And only you can make that determination. But the season requires you to reestablish that trust. Mr. Burke, you can't throw in her face the deflection that you've been doing about her cheating. I don't think that this woman is that kind of person. I don't think that that's her character. And I don't think you do either. You finally got the woman that you've wanted. Don't you lose her. Don't you lose her because of that baggage.
Yes, son.
I think you need to check that baggage and let it fly to a new destination. Otherwise, y'all are not going to end up together.
Yes, son.
Miss Hancock,
Yes, Your Honor.
tell me what happens after the week, how much money you got. My hope is that you broke as a mug. They have a real chance, Robert, if they rebuild the trust.
Definitely. It was clearly a Mr. Burke problem.
Yeah.
She moved out, she went to live with him, and he was carrying this baggage with him.
I'm telling you, talk about a match set, but I can understand having a trust issue when everybody has cheated on you in your life. But this lady is not that woman.
No, and he cheated.
He cheated. Talk about deflection.
Ooh.
Made in Georgia.